Dash X is saying, dude, Mumbai won because they were playing with an extra player, and that is the referee. Hmm. What do you think about that, Dutya? Like, should we have subbed him off looking at his performance if he was our player?
So I think ISL and refs, it's a very.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, guys, to yet another live session with the Blue Pilgrims. And today, for all the people who have been asking for quite a while, it is an ISL special. We heard a lot of you saying that we don't talk enough about Indian football, even though we do. Okay, wait, Grey Matter. This is Tanuj Baru here. This is not Dutya. Dutya would be joining in shortly when I pull him in. And on the rolls today, we have got West Coast Brigade and the God Army, the two teams which, until some time back, uh, Dutya from West Coast Brigade and Conrad from the Gore Army. And here they are. One guy smiling from the start. Conrad's smile came in a second late. How you guys doing, man?
Good, good, bro. How are you?
Wow, I mean, Dutya's taking traveling fans to a different level, huh? Like to a different definition. He's still in the car. Like, what are you waiting for? Are you on the way to go or
Bro, I
something?
just
Has Conrad called you over?
done a turf session, bro. I was playing football, so I'm right outside the turf.
Brilliant, man. ऐसा dedication होना चाहिए भाई सब जगह. Anyway, how are you doing, Conrad, man? How's it going?
So far, so good, bro. What's up with you?
And Dutya, what's happening?
Great, great, bro.
You look fresh.
Very
You don't look
excited.
you don't look like you've been playing football, man. Look at your face. You're shining.
It's the light,
Is
bro.
this
It's
the
the light.
post victory glow? I mean, I'm not talking about Mumbai City right now, but is
Yeah,
this like your personal post victory glow or something, or how's it going?
probably. Yeah.
Did you replicate? Did you replicate the draw on your own pitch, or how's it going, man?
I just got the
What's happening?
Amrinder form. I had a really good game keeping.
Hmm. Okay, let's get straight into it. I think both of us are on the same uh, table or the same, on the same footing right now. It's a 2-2 as we go into the second leg. But I'll start with you, Conrad. What do you think? How did you take that result in a positive way, or what do you think about the result that we had yesterday?
First of all, going into the game, I was hoping that we could just finish this game without losing because we are missing key players like Ivan Gonzalez and Alberto Noguera, two of our standout performers this season. So I had predicted a 1-1 draw actually for us, and to come out of it with a 2-2 draw was fantastic. But
Hmm.
we could have had much more if not for Mr. Pranjal Banerjee. And I think we should have come out on top this game. Actually, at least we should have ended the game taking an advantage of Mumbai City not having Murtada fall in the next match.
Well, okay. Dutya, what do you think about that?
See, we all know Pranjal Banerjee is one of the worst referees in ISL, so it always goes both ways. Like we've been on the receiving end a couple of times in the earlier seasons. We've seen it live, and we've even gone ahead and abused him live for his shit show. So yeah, we all know he's not a really good referee, but
Guys, we're
I
supposed to
enjoyed
start the discussion like a little from like, the start of the match, how it proceeded. You guys have started straight from the 92nd minute of the match, man.
it. Yeah, yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know.
Straight,
Standout in
Conrad's
I
in
mean,
gone
that
into
game.
this
we had
very
we
hurting
had
feeling that he
four
had.
goals. We had 4 goals in the match, but we are
Yeah,
straight on to the 92nd minute with that double-footed challenge that Murtada
right.
Fall had. But
But
okay,
So yeah,
we can take.
overall, I feel Van Fernando came into the game with a very good plan to hold Mumbai's attack because even though he
Mhm.
was missing um, Ivan and Noguera, he tweaked the formation from a 4-2-3-1 to a 4-3-3 with Princeton and Glenn Martin's playing in a pivot there, with Edu just slightly ahead of them. So that helped us in breaking Mumbai's attack during the game. And as a
Both
result, we ourselves kept more possession than a Sergio Lobera team, which was
more
that was
than
a
the attack. I think you guys actually broke Mumbai's defense first.
Yeah.
With that first incident with Vignesh, I mean, from what I saw, it was centimeters outside the box. But anyway, neither a penalty was given nor a free kick. And then you guys broke Mumbai's defense again when Mandar was a little all over the place. Dutya, what do you think about that penalty, man? Like,
So see, I was the moment I saw Mandar is going to play right back, I was like, this is going to be a very difficult game because we've seen in the earlier games also whenever Mandar's played on the right, he struggled a lot. He was substituted last time around also when he started on the right. So I was pretty much expecting a very difficult game for him, and he actually couldn't cope in the first half at least. Second half he was a little better, but yeah, it was a bad game for him because he was played out of position. Maybe Lobera trusts
yep.
him to play on the right also. So yeah, that's maybe he could have played Rakip instead of Mandar if he wanted to play a right back.
his natural position is actually a winger. And then
Winger,
he's
yeah,
already
left
playing
winger turned into a left back playing right back. That's like
yeah, already playing as a
Yeah,
makeshift left back and from makeshift
look
left
at
back.
look at the nostalgia in his eyes, man. He's like he's
yeah, he
actually a
loves
left winger.
Mandar. He loves Mandar.
But yeah, so I think Mandar actually he picked up in the second half.
Second,
I
yeah,
think
he
he
was
must
much
have
better.
got
Yeah.
the what the footballing world knows famously as the hairdresser, the the hair dryer treatment. But possibly that happened in the halftime in the dressing room. But I think he picked up well in the second half,
Yeah, he was
and
much better.
thankfully it worked out well for him. One thing that Conrad was saying was that was expecting a 1-1. We got a 2-2, but I think are Bombay and Goa playing some sort of a scoreline bingo or something? We had a 3-3. Now we've got a 2-2. Where are we going in the second match, man? I do not want a boring 1-1 here. What do you think is going to happen, Conrad?
Well, I think we'll be having a very strong squad with our foreigners coming back in. Only Princeton and a Sheraton will be a miss, but a Sheraton did miss the last game of the season as well against Hyderabad FC, where he still managed to squeeze through. And
Mm-hmm.
I think even in the next game, we will be dominating position, and this time we'll be holding Mumbai City and picking that one odd goal, and not letting it go to extra time.
Okay. Right. So, is Edu going to be playing, or I think there was some injury scare on his side?
He was playing through the game with a lower backbone fracture, is what they're saying. Hopefully, he can stay fit, but Noguera is going to be coming in anyways. So I'm expecting Edu to not play that game, and Noguera to come in for him, and Amarjeet to come in for Princeton.
Okay. Dutya, do you agree with that? Do you think Goa is going to enter the second leg, a stronger side, or
Not
do you
a
see some
stronger side.
weaknesses creeping in?
So yeah, I think Sheridan is not going to be there, so we should actually use that left flank of ours, the pace of Bipin, Vignesh. So we should actually load that left side and attack from there, and get the goals from the left side. Right side, we know Bomo will drift on the right with, so that's not an issue. If Bipin gets his form on the left, it's going to be very difficult for Goa to handle him.
No, but
Speaking,
Ivan Gonzalez is going to be playing right back in that game.
Sorry, who's playing right back?
Ivan Gonzalez is going to be playing right back in that game.
That's fine. Bipin's going to run over everyone. I'm counting on Bipin to run the game next game again.
speaking, taking a step back. Speaking of Bomu, was this Conrad? You'll have to tell me on this. Was this like some sort of a training ground routine that he had practiced last year? Because that was a brilliant 1-2 he pulled off, man, before for that goal of his.
Actually, I think he was missing throughout the game last night. Apart from that one moment of genius of his, I think he was.
He showed up just in time. He's like, I'm unable to get my passes connected. My passes aren't like really connecting well with the Mumbai City players. Ek kaam karta hu, let me just play with FC Goa players. And that worked out really well, man. That was really nice 1-2 and boom, boom, boomoo rather. But quickly just have a look at the comments that are coming in right now. Bipin comes or whoever comes, even if Ronaldo comes, no one can beat Goa. Forza Goa, Vamos Goa, Uzo says BD3. Really, no, you will not be able to get ahead of Ivan. Okay. Lots of random comments coming
I
in.
think they just forgot about Alfie and Bart up front, and they are going like, yeah, Mumbai not going to score.
Yeah, because I think the focus is only on probably the Goa players, the ex-Goa players, which they've probably
Yeah,
seen.
they've lost
So,
interest in Alfie and Bart or Sai being there. Even if you play Sai, I think it could be a really good tactic to get Sai in for the game.
because that is very evident. I mean, especially from Conrad's tweet yesterday, which we've all read, about how Goa made Mumbai's equalizers. Do you want to expand on that a bit, Conrad?
So the people in Mumbai, right? There's a lot of Goans in Mumbai, and if you want to find what is happening with other Goans in Mumbai, they just go on the hashtag Goans in Mumbai and search for what's happening over there. So what happened is exactly is the same thing yesterday. Mumbai had to search for their Goans in Mumbai to find the equalizer.
Okay. Dash X is saying, dude, Mumbai won because they were playing with an extra player, and that is the referee. What do you think about that, Dutya? Like, should we have subbed him off looking at his performance if he was our player?
So I think ISL and refs, it's a very love-hate relationship that all the fans have with these referees. It can go your way, it
Mm-hmm.
cannot go it will go against you some other day. So you can never know when it's going to be your day or the other team's day. It's the refereeing is really shit. I hate it when refs decide the game and it's not the players playing deciding the game. So sometimes I feel that they should get in better refs, but yeah, let's see what happens now.
No, what was
People would
really
just
more
join.
shocking was Mutada.
Mm-hmm.
What was really more shocking was Mutada Paul's interview after the game. He said that he did not that tackle did not deserve a red card. He said that his foot was grounded and he went for the ball. He actually fractured his foot and he has a dislocated toe. And in modern football, any sort of two-footed challenge, whether you get the ball cleanly or whether you miss the ball or whether you miss the player, is a direct red card. And if
Yeah, that's true.
Murtada Paul is not aware of this, then it's very poor professionalism on his part.
Yeah, absolutely. I think people who are just joining in are talking about the same thing. Uh, Ankit is saying justice for referee, it seems. And I'm not sure about fall, but the referee definitely should have got a red card, uh, if not the player. Add all fan group members. VAR के लिए पैसा लगता है. We need VAR. Okay. What is your opinion on Dheeraj Gaur Army? Do you think he had a good game yesterday? I think he pulled off a couple of fingertip saves, especially the one against
Bart,
Bart.
the Bart goal. Bart had a really good chance. He had a good save on the near post against Bart.
Yeah.
What I would say is he definitely did not put a foot wrong yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from it wasn't the case in the last two games of the season. He was kind of shaky in the last two games of the season, but yesterday in the semifinals he definitely did not put a foot wrong.
Okay. And we had two very similar goals, if you think of it like that, with with Savio and with Bomu, both of them just waltzing in through either defense, and no one's like getting the tackle in. So what do you think is going wrong with these defenders, man? Why is everyone ready to absorb pressure, but why are they just not going in for the tackle? Especially when you see how referees have been performing. So it should give you an incentive to actually go in like earlier, right? Why do you want to get because both the goals, it happened because of the same thing. People weren't getting a challenge into those players who are waltzing into the box, and that's what happened, man. Like Dutya, like what do you think about that? are the defenders like slacking off towards the end of the season, or
Yeah, I
what's
think
happening
they'll
with
just
Mumbai?
become tentative for the semi-finals probably. It's a huge pressure game, and they are probably not wanting to, take the initiative in the box and probably get a bad foul or something. So I
Okay.
felt like that's the reason that, they were not committing. And Mandar on that side, he was really struggling, so probably he was very scared of committing is what I felt. But you never know, he's a quality player. I don't blame him for that. He was out of position, but yeah, so that's what I felt. He was a bit tentative because he was having difficult time in the game in the first half.
Absolutely. What about the defense for Goa? I mean, गोवा का सिंपल प्लान है, we'll just outscore the opposition defense, मतलब खा लेते हैं गोल
Yeah.
थोड़ा.
Yeah.
Actually,
Isn't that how it is?
we've rotated a lot this season. We still don't have a proper fixed a center back pairing. We've been rotating between Ivan, Ali, Donaki, Ivan Gonzalez, and Adil Khan. I've
Mm-hmm.
lost count of how many center back pairings we've had this season. I still feel Juan Fernando doesn't know his main center back, so that has been our biggest uh, drawback this season, conceding goals, conceding leaving players unmarked in the box. So it probably has a lot to do with the rotation that is happening in the defense.
Karthik Menda is in the house. He's saying quiet Baru.
I
Anyway,
think Karthik's very, he has this which team he supports. He doesn't know probably. Does he support the team in his city, or does he support the team that he's working for? Does he support?
Actually,
I
I think
think
Karthik's in a very bad
we are
mood
very
today
sure of
because Arsenal.
where his loyalties lie. I mean, he wouldn't have said quiet Baru, man, if he was a fan of the city. But anyway, sorry, just one sec. Get in, lads. Which lads, bhai? Sitanshu Saran. Need to be a little more specific. We have a set of two teams talking about over here. Mumbai, Forza Goa. Guys, let's just see it in the comments, man. Like, spam either spam. Do we have orange hearts? Do you guys get that? Or orange hearts hai, to just spam some orange hearts, man, and blue hearts for Mumbai. Let's just see किसके supporters ज़्यादा हैं आज उधर. Get an idea of that. Till then, Fuad says we want Brandon Fernandez.
Is he back in
We
training?
need Brandon Fernandez.
He's back in training, but it looks very unlikely that he will play a full game or he will
Mhm.
start either.
Mhm.
Because he's not even been selected for the India squad because of the injury that he's recovering from right now.
Yeah, I think they should not probably risk him because I don't think he must have been completely fit, or even he must not be match fit basically. So I don't think they will risk that because like if something like Princeton happens, they have to like again have another player injured for a long time, and with the AFC Champions League coming in, I think they should not risk Brandon is what I feel.
We already made a very big mistake risking a Seriton, and
Yeah.
Seriton even he really has some voodoo around him because last season also he was selected for the India team, and the lockdown happened and the camp did not take place. But this season again he got selected into the India team for the first
He's
time,
injured. Oh
and
yeah,
got
bad luck.
injured.
Yeah.
It's very bad luck for him.
Guys, everyone is joining late. We've already discussed this. I think you should type it out and pin it. Mr. Almeida is asking, what do you think about Fall's foul on Princeton? And then there are a lot of hashtags, justice for Princeton. Oh, we're right now. I can see only orange. I think I know the orange hearts on like as an emoji, but वो prove हो गया. So at least this is one match that Goa is definitely winning today, and that's the match. Look at Dutya's face, man. He's already like, where the hell are these guys? मैं तो 9 बजे का बोला था इनको कहाँ गए सारे?
My God.
You're
I saw a
supposed to
few guys. I
come on
don't know.
Instagram. You're supposed to come on
I've seen a few
Instagram, not
guys
Mumbai Football
online.
Arena.
I can see a few guys online, but they are just putting in comments. I can see Ankit, I can see Swapnil all the way from France. I can see so.
By the way,
The
Northeast
boys,
just
the
put
boys are
a
all the Mumbai boys are already
Northeast
at
just
Kamal
put an
Chaya, for
equalizer.
the match. Sorry, equalizer what?
Northeast United just scored an equalizer in the 95th minute.
Oh, for
Oh,
real? I thought the
really?
match was over.
No, they just
It's
equalized.
1-1.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's 1-1.
Hey, not bad. Okay, good. That brings us to a nice segue. What do you guys think about Khalid like getting the team into the semis, man? How big an achievement is that for him? I mean, we always know that he's a really talented coach, especially after his I-League shenanigans. But what do you guys think? Like, how has he turned Northeast around, Akshay?
So yeah, I was I was not at all shocked with what he did with Northeast because they had a really good team and the coach earlier he was not utilizing the team well. So Khalid came in and he utilized all those players that they had. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a really good managing of players by Khalid because Northeast actually had a good team but they were not performing. And the unbeaten streak that he went on to qualify for the semis, I think it's a good
Mm-hmm.
achievement and I can this breaks the myth that Indian coaches cannot take the teams to heights in the ISL. So I'm happy that an Indian coach is doing it and probably we see more Indian coaches being trusted with the ISL and I-League teams going forward.
Okay,
I think
Conrad.
apart from I think apart from West Bengal, the whole country must be a Khalid Jamil fans tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
He's really turned it around for them, but he's still
Mm-hmm.
using the same setting that Gerard Lewis had started with. Only I think he's
Mm-hmm.
tweaked the defense a bit, bringing a pair of Indian and foreign in defense so he can play another a foreigner up front.
Yeah, I think
So
he's
he's used
utilizing the
Apuya
strikers
badly.
better is what I feel.
He's brought out the best from Apuya this season.
Yeah, Apu, yeah, that I don't know what kind of season he's having. It's brilliant to see such young Indian players come up. I'm very happy.
Couple of
I'm not,
comments coming in.
I even heard it on a
Which
podcast that someone calling Northeast United control cost cutting FC.
Cost cutting FC. Yeah,
I doubt
it's
Apuya is going to be there.
very. I think the fans also call them that. I think
interesting comment coming in. BD3, who had commented earlier, says, "By the way, I'm a Gaur fan. We know that. Forever Gaur fan. I'm from any UFC. How does that work? I'm from any UFC, but I love Goa. I mean, we love Goa, but liking FC Goa is a different thing. I mean, Mumbai's put it
yeah,
on the on the jerseys also. Thank you, Goa, man.
yeah.
In ways one from the first season, I'm Goa, blah 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 blah. Forza Goa. Okay, right. So, guys, who do you prefer? Like, at least since it's a one-all, who do you guys prefer? If Mumbai is to go through, who do you prefer facing off in the final?
I
Akshay.
think I would go for ATK Mohan Bagan again because we've got the number this
Yeah.
season. So I'd rather face them than face Northeast. We've not had a
Yeah, I
good
mean,
record in Northeast this season. But yeah, if we are looking for redemption and we get through North and we beat Northeast, nothing like it. But I would prefer ATK
नहीं
MB.
इतना ड्रामा नहीं चाहिए इतना ड्रामा
Yeah, so
नहीं
I would
चाहिए
prefer ATK MB because we've got the number this season. Because we got
yeah what about you like who should go
We've
prefer
done badly against both these teams this season, Northeast as well as ATK and so anyone would
so what are you guys doing in these matches man what are you guys doing here fourth
I
best
don't
team now
know.
is it
I think we just sneaked into the top four this time. It was a very
Mhm.
tough fight between the Northeast and Hyderabad. Hyderabad really blew my expectations. I did not expect them to be fighting for the top four until the final day of the season. So
Mhm.
they were one team that really took me by surprise, as well as Northeast. You didn't expect these two teams. You would expect something like a BFC up there.
Mhm.
That did not
yeah
happen.
absolutely so you would then rather go for I mean looking at the tables you would rather go for a Northeast rather than an ATK who have a more consistent record then right
Yeah, looking at the performance right now, I think I'd go for a Northeast.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think at least that is sorted. I mean, both the teams want the other guy to win. So at least even the support is divided even in the second semi-final.
Yeah.
Before we start wrapping up, I think this is a good question from Football Freak. What are your predictions for the scoreline predictions for your second leg? Akshay?
So I'll go. I see. I think both the teams are going to score. So it's going to be again. I think somewhere around 2-1 or 3-2. Like whichever side goes through, it'll be with a one goal difference, 2-1, 3-2. Or probably I don't see penalties probably, but it's going to be a one goal difference in the end.
Right.
I think I'll go for a narrow, late winner for Goa. 1-0.
4-4.
Okay, so it's going to be a pretty close match then.
1-0.
Uh, both the teams agree on that. And by the way, for everyone who's in Bombay, there is a free screening at Car Social for this leg of the semi-final. So I'd request, like, if you guys can just show up over there. As Conrad said, there are a lot of Goans in Bombay also. And I think because of the fact that Perez was there in the beginning, there are quite a few Arsenal fans also who support Goa. And now it's just inertia that's taking them forward. But I'm looking at you, Karthik. so, so yeah,
Actually, there are a lot
there's a
of
free
Goans
screening
who are
at
supporting
Car
Mumbai.
Social. Sorry.
There are a lot of Goans itself who are supporting Mumbai right now.
Oh
Yeah, I
really?
think
Because of Libera.
could be inertia. You like the player, you follow the player to the other club, and all of that. But anyway, I hope you guys show up for the screening. Come out in huge numbers supporting your team, but make sure. I mean, social distancing and cleanliness, everything is going to be taken care of by Social. The team at Social is going to ensure that you guys have a very safe environment and a happy, joyous environment for both teams. I mean, if you are losing, you can walk out early or something. I don't know. But at the end of the match, I hope one set of fans is going to be really happy, especially because of this special screening at Social. Uh, we have a couple of players commenting now, is it? Like,
I
Acha,
saw
anyway,
some verified accounts.
moving to
Yes, W.
one of the reasons why Blue Pilgrims is in place, the World Cup qualifiers are coming. I mean, the qualifiers are coming around, the FIFA qualifiers.
Yeah.
And what do you guys have in mind for that? Like, what do you see? What do you think of India's road ahead? Like, Conrad, what do you think about
See,
that?
before the FIFA qualifiers, there are two friendlies in Dubai versus
Hmm.
UAE, and I'm not sure who's the other team.
UE and
Two teams are playing, yeah.
yeah, two teams.
So,
UE and the other one is I think Qatar. I'm not sure.
so we need to use
No, it's not
these
Qatar. I
two.
think it's Oman, if I
It's Oman.
remember
Yeah,
the
UAE
flag
and Oman.
correctly.
UAE and Oman. UAE and Oman. Right.
So we need to use
Yep.
these two games to build up the momentum towards those
Hmm.
World Cup qualifiers. So we still have a chance to qualify for the Asian Cup. Hopefully, we can squeeze through.
Yeah. And what about you, Akshay?
See, I think yeah, we should use these friendlies, to get into shape, and then we have Bangladesh coming up, which I think we should have, beaten them handsomely in the first game also. So probably yeah, after these
Yep.
two friendlies, we go ahead and beat Bangladesh and secure our Asian Cup qualification at least.
Hmm. Okay. And what do you think about the probables lineup that has been released? Like, um, Goa should be
I'm
happy.
very
I mean,
happy.
there's
I'm very happy with the
Pandita.
probable lineup for the camp. There are the young Hyderabad players they've taken. They've called up Bipin. I think it's a very good thing that the young players that performed in this season ISL have got a chance in this camp. And maybe even if they don't get selected, they'll just get a feel of playing with the elite Indian players for the Indian team. They play in ISL, but
Yep.
playing together, like they can just feed off other senior players and have that feeling of just representing India even in the camp. So it's
Yep.
a huge boost for the young players, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, speaking of young players, even Pandita is there, and one of Goa's stars this season, even though he hasn't played more than half an hour yet,
No, he played
cumulatively.
55 games. Oh, sorry, 55 minutes total.
Oh,
Wow.
55 हो गया.
He's
Wha-
played 55
ठीक है, I
games
mean,
for
at
Indian
least he's there.
out of 20 games, and he's gone straight into the Indian team. And he can't even get.
Four
Yeah,
goals
yes,
now, is it? Or
he
five?
gave us 4 minutes yesterday. 4 minutes on the pitch yesterday. It's
Hmm.
really shocking that, in spite of Juan Fernando making a noise of not having enough fit players, he's not giving Ishan Pandita the amount of time that he deserves. He's given
Yeah, I
Devendra
mean, you know,
Murugapur
when
so much time, so so many chances. He's given Devendra Murugapur so many chances. Probably because he's doing much better in training or something. I don't know, but I don't know why he doesn't fancy Ishan Pandita.
yeah, I mean, especially when Pandita came on and you guys had that free kick from that foul. I
Oh,
was like, अरे यार, हो
that
गया. And
last
then
second goal,
match खत्म
the
हो गया.
last kick of the,
Ball's gone
how
out,
many
and they
how
get a
many goals
corner.
he scored?
They get a corner out of nothing. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no, they're giving Pandita another chance. Anyway, I hope both the teams have a really good game, and to use the much, the very cliched statement, may the best team win. And it'll be fun to watch Mumbai City FC play somebody else in the final. But okay, let's see how that goes for us. Both of you, thanks a lot for joining in. This was a fun chat. And for
Thank you.
everyone who's there in the comments, thanks a lot for joining in. Whichever fandom, whichever club you guys support, one thing's very jarring right now, the last statement I like to make, but I don't see Manjapada in the comments anywhere. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good time. You guys take care. Good night. Bye bye. Have a good
Good
weekend.
night,
See you
bye.
guys.
Bye, guys.